today I'm going to give integer to Roman a go. So we have our table. Roman numerals are formed by appending conversions of decimal place values. Converting a decimal place value into a Roman numeral has the following rules. Alright. Okay. First up, I think I want to try and make a map, and I want to map. I think I need to map the symbol to the value. No, it would be the... I'll give this a go first. Idle 1 V to 5 X to 10 L to 50 C to 100 D to 500 and M to 1000. Now if I just go print map M, I should get 1000. Perfect. Alright. Let's see. 374958. Start with this because it looks the easiest. Okay. If the value does not start with a 4 or 9, select the symbol of the maximal value that can be subtracted from the input. Append that symbol to the result, subtract its value, and convert the remainder to a Roman numeral. So straight away this looks recursive because we are converting the rest of the number to a Roman numeral. So we need our Roman numeral initially as an empty string. Then we want so if the value does not start with a 4 or 9, so if num so we want a string representation of num, which we'll keep here. If string num 0 does not equal 4 and string num 0 does not equal 9, append that symbol to the result. Subtract its value. Okay. I'm going to pull up Paint and try and figure out how this would work exactly for the number 4. So we'd have the number 4, which does start with a 4 or 9. Which becomes 1 less than 5, whereas 9 would go to 1 less than 10. So these, I'm thinking, might also have to be hard-coded into our map. 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, 900. I'm going to start with that, even though it's probably not the best way to be doing this. But we'll just give it a go to start. IV is 4, IX is 9, XL is 40, XC is 90, CD 400, CM is 900. Alright, so if the value, straight away actually, we can go if, maybe I do want to switch all of these around. I'm just going to quickly throw this into Gemini and get it to switch all the key values around. Oh, that's pretty neat. And just copy this though. Alright, we'll start with this. And just go if string underscore num and if string underscore num underscore underscore 2 underscore char string underscore num, we can return this value, submit. Hopefully that gives us a couple of cases. That would be nice. In Interroman. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Key error 3749. Oh, I meant to comment that out. I don't understand. Key error 3749. Obviously it's not in there. Maybe I have to do something like if string underscore num in num underscore 2 underscore char. Maybe something like this would work better. Okay, cool. That's definitely better. Alright. So, now for the number 58. Which is LVIII. LVIII. So we go to our first number, which is 50. How do we get 50 from 58? So we could take every number except for the first. So we have 5, and then we have 8. This would be of length 2. We could take our length 2, and we have to convert this into 10. Length of 3 would then equal 100. Length of 1 would equal 1. How do we make this work? How do we make a map like this? Might just hard code that in if it is too annoying. Or I could do, yeah, I might just hard code a map in like that. There's probably a range for this answer. Okay, yeah, that's simple. We can take the 5 out the front, get all the rest of the numbers here. See that the rest of the numbers is of length 1. So we could actually go more like this. Rest of the numbers are of length 1. So this gets turned into a 50. Which in turn is in our map, which would then get turned into L. Then append that to our result. Nice. And then we move to our second number, 8. How on earth do we do this? Well, it's not a 4 and it's not a 9. So we turn the 8 into its smallest next number, which would become 5 and 3. Turn that into its smallest next number, which would be 1, 1, and 1. Alright, this is gonna suck. Which would get turned into V I and get appended up here. Okay, get rid of this, I think. Length map equals 1 would go to 10, 2 goes to 100, 3 goes to 1000. Okay. So our string num, which is 58 in this case, is not going to be here, so we go, I need a loop that checks the first number only. For I in range len string underscore num. It's awesome, the bracket didn't complete. Print string underscore num I. Okay, perfect. That's what we want for now, I think. This will do for now, but I'm just gonna. Okay. I actually don't know if this is the correct way to do it, because straight away I'm looking at 58 and I'm seeing that we have the number 5, but we don't have any access to the rest of the information. Maybe we need a counter for how far we are through the number, and then we also need num underscore length equals len of string underscore num. So this is obviously going to be equal to 2 for our case. We do counter plus equals 1. So we boot straight into this. We do position that we're up to should equal counter, no, num underscore length minus counter. Oh my goodness. Num underscore length minus counter. So we do string underscore num I times length underscore map str of position, which will give can you do times equals? Is that a thing? That'd be pretty cool if this works. It does not. Alright. because it's a string. That makes sense. That's fine. We can go int, and then we can just cast the whole thing to a string, can't we? That would work, right? Let's find out. That does not work. Alright, let's just see if this gets... String object does not support item assignment. Okay. Answer. Key error 0. That's not what I want. Alright. That's definitely a step closer. So we have our integer answer. I mean, we don't really need string num anymore, so we could just do answer equals string answer. How amusing would it be if we could just call int to Roman if we could just call this on itself, that would be so funny. And then if we just did Roman, can you append to a string? Surely you can. Wait. File this string equals that string dot append print string. This would be so convenient if this works. Ooh, how do you do it? Wait, I think I'm just gonna Google. Oh my god, can I string concatenate this? Roman plus equals. Oh, how does this work? Would it work if I made Roman a global variable? That feels wrong, but it might work. Int to Roman is not defined. What do you mean it's not defined? Oh, self. Do I need a self there? I don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna find what this error means. Int Roman is not defined. Don't think I've... Or is it actually just solution? That shouldn't be happening. Whoa. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is wrong. I will not try and recursively solve this. So I need to go back to before I was trying to do that. Alright. That's ruined my plan a little bit. Okay. Print answer, let's see. So I got the 50 and I've got the 80. So I think I can just put another check in this, right? I can probably get rid of... No, I'll keep that. Let's check. Oh, I should probably print. Okay, that's not good. That needs to be answer. Why is that not working? Goodness gracious. L, perfect. Alright. Now we are cooking. So then if it's not in that, we need to break it down further, is what I'm thinking. So our if for 58 is going to hit here at 50, and then we need to move on to the 8. So if string of answer is not in num to char, we need to take out integer, which is 8. So we're going to take out integer 8, and then we're going to go, what is the smallest number under 8? And I just realized that these aren't that good to have in the same list, probably. Whatever, we'll leave it for now. So we need to go, what is the smallest number less than 8? which is in the good part of our map, which is 5, 1, 1, 1, and that's how we need to compose it. But I don't know how to do that in Logic. Maybe there's a hint in the description. Subtract its value and convert the remainder to a Roman numeral. That's really strange. This is printing. Oh, okay, whatever. So else our number isn't there. How do you convert 8 to 5 using our map? 8 to 5 plus 1 plus 1. Okay. So we need to compose 8 of numbers that are in this dictionary. So we need to get... Oh god. What is the smallest non-8 number here, basically? Which would go to 5. So we do... We have our answer, which is equal to 8. And then we need to do... We need to iterate over the keys and find the greatest one that is less than 8. Oh, we can just do a for loop. For I in comp don't even need to do that. Like, there's nothing stopping me from just changing this to a list of 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, and 1000. For I in comp, find the max value less than 8. If I... Okay. If I is greater than track and I is less than... Would it even be answer? Yeah, less than answer probably. track equals I, print track. So this should just be A with a bunch of random characters after 8 with a bunch of random 5 with a bunch of random characters, right? Okay. Track equals I. Leftover equals but then I need to just keep feeding the leftovers through until I don't understand how you're meant to do this without recursion. I could use a while loop. Somehow I could use a while loop. One sec. Alright. Print track. Print leftover. Five, 3. So then I need to do. Let's just keep going. If string of track in num underscore 2 underscore char track then I need to just do this again, and now I can start looping this. But if this works for 58, what do you mean? If this works for 58, you have a time to run code system. Okay, whatever. I can throw this into a loop, I'm hoping, of some sort. What? What? Alright, so right now it's looping through each number in our original string, which would be 5, and 50 here would hit straight away, and then 8. 8 would hit here, come through, split it up here into 5 and 3. Right here, we're getting this split up into 5 and this split up into 3. This has to be in our comp list, so we know that it'll work. And then if it's not, and then we have to go to while leftover does not equal 0. For I in comp we can just do the same thing, right? So right now we're working, God, just with our 3 here from the 8. Leftover, no, that's not true. If I is greater than track and I is less than leftover, what is track doing here? For I in comp, if I is less than leftover, no, we do need a tracking variable. Track equals 0. I is less than that. Track equals I. Leftover equals minus equals I, which will give us track is equal to 1, leftover is equal to 2. Track, we need to go like this, and that'll hit, go while it's not equal to 0, and it gets smaller and smaller. Alright, it's now been 45 minutes. I think I've got the idea right. I'm not bothered to refactor this, so I'm just going to put it into Gemini and get it to refactor this, because this is taking too long, and I think I've got the general idea. Can you refactor the first part of the code. Yeah, I understand what it's doing. It makes a lot more sense to reverse sort this. Okay, so it's frustrating to look back and see it now. Let's see if this will at least work. Alright, well, I understand what to do now. This here is a much better solution. Oh goodness. This is a much better solution, and now looking at it, I'll definitely know how to do this a lot better in the future. Yeah. But yeah, that's my best attempt.